Hi, Chris from Pie Performance, and welcome to our continuation of our PieCast. You know our PieCast is doing cars of the month and bits and pieces about us as a company, but we just thought you'd bring some snippets of a typical day in Pie Performance, get you to meet some of the technicians and talk you through the day-to-day jobs. So I'd like to welcome you to Brad, who's just going to talk you through this Cayenne service that we've just done. Hi, Brad.
Hello. So we've had this Cayenne in today for a 20k service and inspection. 20k is including an oil filter, pollen filter and a full underside inspection of all suspension components, brakes, exhaust, tyres. This one is all okay. We've even updated the electronic vehicle service record, so on the screen it will show up where it was serviced under Pie Performance.
Fantastic, thanks Brad. We'll just be bringing you more of this throughout the day, and we'll show you some of the insights to what we do on a day-to-day basis. Thank you. Just want to show you another car that we're working on today in the Pie Performance workshop, this lovely 996 Turbo. This is cars come in for a major service, and again I'll just pass you to Brad to explain what we do.
Hello, so I've carried out the major service, and obviously when we do a major service we do a full underside inspection, and on that I found that it needed the rear arms and the brake pipes because they're heavily corroded.
Worth mentioning, as part of the safety inspection that we do, anything like this, we will phone and report to the customer before going ahead. So we always seek approval, but it's worth having a look at this brake pipe because if you can see where it snapped there was no pressure of that snapping, and obviously a safety thing for the customer. Just a side note to let you know, brake pipes we actually make in-house. We don't fit original equipment, we can do, but generally it's more expensive, more time consuming, so we actually make the pipes in-house. Just guarantees our quality and we know they're fitted correctly. A great car and we're privileged to look after it. Another car in the workshop this week at Pie is this stunning Gen 2 GT3 996. Came in for blowing exhaust on the rear boxes. We've inspected it and advised the customer that it needs a new set of boxes. On this car we've actually fitted one of our PPT Pie Performance set of boxes. They are 100% stainless steel, back purged so all the welds are nice and clean. We make them to our own design and spec. The customer in this particular car was slightly louder than standard, which is what we achieve for our what we call our OEM Plus exhaust. So 2 standard back boxes have been fitted, slightly louder. Also come with, for peace of mind of ownership, 8-year warranty from purchase. We make a massive range of exhaust systems. Check our website out for all the exhausts we're currently manufacturing and more to follow. Thanks very much. Welcome back to the PieCast. Again, just running through some of the daily jobs that come into Pie Performance Workshop. You're seeing a very modern Cayenne, a GT3 for exhaust and a 996 turbo for some service and work and brake parts. So we thought we'd better add to the occasion and bring you an air-cooled car. So this lovely 911 3-litre SC came into us on inspection a few weeks ago with some running problems. It's got a bespoke setup for ignition timing, ignition system, and it's got a set of throttle bodies on it. And it just was running very badly. So we inspected the car with the customer, went through what we could do to help him out. So on this particular job, we've had the engine out, we've checked timing, which was fine. The valve drop, which is to do with the overlap of the valves, was out on both banks, both different as well, but both miles out. We've dealt with that and set the valve lap correct. We've recalibrated the throttle bodies. We also found on recalibration that the throttle bodies actually had air leaks from an air test. We've also done a compression test and a cylinder leakage down test to find information out to make sure that the car is and the engine is good and strong for us to work. We've been through, set all the fueling up. We've now got the throttle actually using 100% of its travel. When it came in, it wasn't doing 100% of the travel. Also on electronic fuel injection, you have a throttle position sensor. That needs to have calibration to make sure that's working with the linkage and have 100% travel. That wasn't set up correctly. We've now calibrated it. We have gone into the ignition system and looked across the fuel-in tables and the air tables to see what it's doing. We have set the fuel-in tables at the best we can about the car being on the rolling road. We need the car to be under load to set the car up properly. We have still got a very slight stutter, about 2,000 RPM in mid-range, which is kind of driving point of these cars. So the car is actually off to the rolling roaders with Graham on Tuesday, who will put it on the rollers. We will go through and set it up, and we can see what the data is doing live and actually adjust it and see what the impact is. The outcome would be to get this car running and drive as it should do. The customer also complained about very bad cold start issues. This modern electronic fuel injection system should accommodate better cold starting. We've now worked with that, and that now starts on the button, cold start, and it should furthermore improve once we've done the rolling road. So a nice little job for the week that Graham's been on, and be glad to hand it back to the customer, running and driving lovely. Thanks very much. If you've got a car you'd like to see featured on the PieCast channel, please get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you. We've got some awesome cars coming up over the next coming episodes on buyers guides, etc. Why not subscribe and like our social media, but also watch our YouTube channel for all the upcoming videos and keep watching.